Hello YouTube, welcome back to Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today I thought we would show off my Benjamin Discovery, what I call sniper rifle. I haven't done a whole lot of setting up on this. I haven't got it tuned completely, but I'm working on it. I was talking about earlier in another video that I was going to modify this gun, but I don't think I'm going to change the stock on it. I think I'm going to leave it just the way it is. What we have here is a Benjamin Discovery 22 caliber, and I have changed the breech to a 10-shot breech that uses the Marauder clips. I don't remember what size scope I'm using. I'm using a 624 by 50 AOEG, whatever the hell that stands for. I put a flashlight on it, and I'll show you here close up. And I got a bipod for it that works pretty good. And a suppressor that goes on with the thumb screw. And I just went and this thing keeps slipping on me. I just took some steel, drilled it out several holes along, like 4 different rows. Basically I just drilled through it so many holes, then I turned it and drilled through it again, so it's got 4 rows of holes in it. And then I just took this shrink wrap for wiring and put it over there and heated it up, and it shrank down, and it's quieter than what it is without it. Now we're going to shoot it without it and show you what it sounds like, and then we'll put this on it and do it again. Now the one thing I might do is redo this tube here and put a shroud on it and eliminate this, because this is steel, it's pretty heavy. So I'll leave that off and we'll go ahead and shoot it without it, and you guys can hear what it sounds like. But I am going to build me another gun. I just haven't got all my ducks in a row yet. So I'm going to go ahead and set the camera up for the target, and we're going to see what this thing will group. The first shot is going to be just to hear what it sounds like without the suppressor. The second shot will be what it sounds like with the suppressor on it. And then we'll do a 5-shot group with what we're going to use is Crossman hollow points. Then we're going to do Crossman Ultra Mags. And then we're going to do these new ones I just found that are called Piranhas. And I'll show you what they look like. And this is a 14.3 grain. It's got them little jagged edges on it. Basically it's a hollow point with just jagged edges, that's all. And these seem to work pretty good. So we're going to do 3 different ones and see how this goes. So let's go ahead and shoot it without the shroud. Be nice if I cocked it, huh? And I think I need to straighten my scope up because it's a little on the crooked side. Now you hear how loud that was? Now, let's stick this on there and see if that changes it. It's a little quieter, not much. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my targets up. I got to change them now that I did. Now that I shot that one up. So we'll be back. All right. So the first thing we're starting off with is the 14.3 grain Piranhas. And pause the screen. Alright, so now we're going to do the hollow points. So it looks to me like the hollow points do a better job. This is the Piranha, this is the hollow point, and this is the Craftsman Premier Solids. Actually, this one was the Piranha. This was my practice, sorry. So the Piranhas, Craftsman hollow points, and Craftsman Premier Solids. Yeah, I could have killed a bird with that. I can definitely kill a bird with that. And yeah, I'd be taking a chance because I did hit one in the center. In fact, I hit two in the center because they're on top of each other. So little bit, a couple flyers, but that's to be expected. So just thought I'd show that. Show my gun in progress. I haven't really done a whole lot to it except to put a breech on it, a 10-shot breech, a barrel shroud, a suppressor, build a stock for it, put a big scope on it, and a bipod. So I'll take you off the camera here and we'll show you what we got going on. Yeah, I got my go-go juice. I do have a set of these that goes on there that flip, but I can't find them for some reason. I hope I didn't sell them with another gun, because I have sold guns with these. I don't know what I've done with them. Anyway, here's my suppressor. Now remember what I just showed you. This thing keeps sliding on me, so we're going to redo this suppressor. Every time you shoot, it uncovers that hole a little bit further, so that's not going to work. That's going to be a fail on this suppressor. But at the time I did it, that was all I had to work with, was a piece of steel. And now that I have a little better options, I can go a different route. Alright, and we're using a V-Life or CV Life bipod, and I like it. I don't like it on against my stock, but this was just a test stock to begin with. It's got its issues. Yes, it looks good, but man, it is the flimsiest stock I've ever used. Simply because it is softwood, and it is it's plywood, and I'll show you what I mean. It's got its issues because it's cracking. Yeah, it's got a lot of cracks in it. I can't keep it shiny. And I also noticed day before yesterday, how I got a nick in it, I don't know, but I've got a big old nick right there in it. I don't know where that come from, but it's so easy to put a nick in this thing, and I don't understand how I got that there, because I've never hit it on anything. So I don't know what happened. But you know, this is just a temporary stock. There's another one right there. I don't know where that come from. I just now noticed that one. So I might just take a hammer to it and just nick it all over and just make it look like it was meant to be that way. So I was going to make a new stock for this, but instead I think I'm just going to build me a new gun. Now that's going to be a long time down the road. I don't know when that's going to be. But if I do build me a gun, it's going to be a 30 caliber. And we're going to make one of these. I'm hoping that I can make one of these. And but the one I make is going to have the lever action. Instead of the bolt, it's going to have a lever. I'm researching how I want to do that. I got a honeycomb filter I'm going to be making for it. I made one for it, but the last gun I sold, I let them have it with the gun, so I just got to make a new one. Basically all it is black straws cut to fit inside the tube, taped together and slid down in there and then screwed on. It's that simple. So you just take and unscrew this. And that's what the scope looked like originally. This is the ring that was on the scope originally, and that screws right there onto that. So basically you just screw this on, take it off your scope, put it on your shade. Then you make your straws and cut them to fit up until however far you want to go in here, probably up to the threads, and then you just put it on there. And then you've got a sunshade with honeycomb filter. Let's see, what else? That's pretty much it. This is a really cool gun. Like I said, it's a Benjamin Discovery, and we're going to do some modifications on the next one. We're going to make it a 30 caliber, if I can find a 30 caliber barrel. The parts is what's hard to find. I've been trying to find a 30 caliber barrel from a rifle or a pellet gun, it don't matter. Just trying to find one of those. And then I need to buy a tube, which I think I'm going to go with the Hatson AT44 tube. That thing's $98. Probably going to take me a long time to get that much, but I'm going to get that tube for this, or for the other gun that I make. And like I said, I'm going to make this. I'm going to try anyway. We'll see how that works out. My machining is not all that great. Worst comes to worst, I'll just have to buy parts and just build me a gun. I don't know. But I'd like to go with the 30 caliber. I've got a 177 and a spring Beeman Kodiak, which also does 22 caliber. And I've got this, which is 22 caliber. I don't need any more 22 calibers. I'd like to have a 30 caliber. The Hatson AT44 tank will accept 2,900 pounds of air. So I believe once I get the right combination of stuff, I was going to make my own valve, and that just didn't work out. It's not going to work out like I want, because first of all, it looks terrible. You know, using fittings, I'd rather machine the part and make it look really good, make it look like an air rifle. Who knows, maybe my air rifle will be good enough to spark somebody's interest and want to buy my design. Who the hell knows? Anyway, that's my show and tell for my Benjamin Discovery 22 caliber sniper. I did put a light on it. Forgot to show you that part. This here shows up red. This was given to me by Ben, one of my subscribers. It has the red, and then it's got the white. And I just put a scope mount on it backwards. Well, it's not backwards, it's actually where it's supposed to be, but then I put it sideways so that I can mount something to the two holes that was in the over-under, or the underneath part where you was to view your open sights. So yeah, it sticks out a little further than I wanted. I need shorter rings because I'd like to bring that in a little closer, and I also would like to do red dot. I haven't decided how I want to do the red dot. I may not do red dot on this gun, but do red dot on the other and just make an extra place for it, because that one I'm going to be making a aluminum stock. Probably going to be using tread aluminum, so we'll see. Anyway, I hope that this was entertaining. Choice of better words. And I hope you enjoyed it. So I'm gonna get off of here before the wind starts blowing and ruin my video. So you guys have a good one. Later.